I think most people would say the American church today
Mm-hmm.
is not exactly flourishing,
Yeah.
and there's some issues.
Yeah.
There are churches, unfortunately, though, that call themselves Christian,
Yes.
that are extremely successful,
Correct.
but they preach a different gospel.
They do.
Called the prosperity gospel,
Correct.
health and wealth, word
Yes.
of faith movement.
Yep.
When someone says the prosperity gospel, how would you define it?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. So when I think of the word prosperity gospel, and when most people think of it, so you mentioned health and wealth gospel, there is a belief that if I obey God, that if I follow Him, if I do the right things, that if I pray and so on and so forth, then I will live a, quote, blessed life, that God will be good to me, that good things will happen to me, that I will be successful, usually oftentimes meant materially speaking, or I'll get a promotion at my job and so on and so forth. So it's one thing to point out at the beginning here is the prosperity gospel is at its core, it is works based. It is on the basis of how good I do or how much I please God or how sincerely I pray, sincerely I mean it. Then God will give me, quote, good things. Good things meaning material things. Okay, health, wealth, and so on. Prosperity gospel overlaps with and is oftentimes used interchangeably with what we call the word of faith gospel or the word of faith movement. Now, in the word of faith movement, what is happening here, and you'll see why it overlaps with the prosperity gospel, is so name it and claim it. If I say with my mouth that I will be blessed or that I will have a new car, that my house will be paid off, or that my family member will be cured of cancer, if I say it and that is combined with faith, like I genuinely believe it's going to happen, then I can effectively speak that into reality. That if I say it with my mouth again, and if I have enough faith, then God is almost compelled or forced to kind of grant that wish.
Right. Kind of an extreme view of the law of attraction.
Yes, that's exactly it. Power of positive thinking. Another word that many of our viewers might know or have heard is this idea of, quote, manifesting or manifestations, that if I manifest something by believing it strongly enough or speaking it, then it will come true. But nowhere, unless you're using scripture out of context, which prosperity teachers clearly do use scripture out of context, nowhere in the Bible are we said to be able to create our own reality by the power of my positive thinking, my faith, or my words. There's one being in the universe who has ever been able to create anything by speaking, and that is God Himself. It is a gross misunderstanding of the Bible and of what God has revealed of who He is, to believe that by my faith or by my words, I can sort of create a new reality for me. Does that make sense?